Hey guys, what's up? Sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but I I just finished up high school since Friday, so I haven't been able to get some stuff done. Well, a lot of stuff done for my internet business, so I figured I might as well make an update. This is mostly regarding Ray Harryhausen stuff. As you all know, one of my beloved role models and who I consider to be the best special effects artists that we have as of now we had in the entire industry of cinema, better than anybody who worked on CGI. Well, not better than anybody, but just not as a person, more or less just the fact that the work they put into all of this special effects imagery. I know it's really, really hard to make CGI models. I know it's really, really hard to make animatronics, and I love the people who work so hard to make it feel good, and it is good, but there's just something about the life of Ray Harryhausen that it's just a great story to read about his life. Buy some documentaries and read some books kind of like this one, which I actually should update you all on. And yeah, just look into the life of Ray Harryhausen. I think he is the best special effects artist of the 21st century. Not 20, sorry, 20th century. So first here we have some movies. One, sadly, I have not seen, Earth versus the Flying Saucers. Now, these were going on during, I believe, British release special editions of Ray Harryhausen's classics. So what does it mean? Well, it means not only does it have bonus features, but you can see it in original black and white and color. Yes, that's right. There are colorized versions of black and white movies, and it's not just with Ray Harryhausen. There's also The Thing from Another World, King Kong, and even Plan 9 from Outer Space. So, wow. But Earth versus the Flying Saucers, it's pretty. I haven't seen it before, but from it looks pretty cool. I bet it is hard to do stop motion animation when you have things in the air, up in the sky, especially with flying saucers. You always have to move them around, and it can get pretty tricky. Plus, this was an incredibly low budget movie, so the crew could not even afford to get cameras that could slow down time and make lightweight objects seem heavy. What I mean is, when they have scenes where the Washington Monument falls down, or the Lincoln Memorial, rubble would crumble. Usually, they would just make little mini models and destroy those models with the camera, but then slow down the footage so it would look like all the rubble was falling slower, meaning it looked like they had the weight of real life objects. But here, Ray Harryhausen did not have that. These cameras to work with, so instead he had to make every single piece of individual rubble, and he had to animate all of it. That's right, he spent all those months animating every single little piece of rubble, and he even painted the strings to make sure the effects camouflaged. Not the effects, to make sure that you could not see the pieces of rubble in midair. He had to paint the strings for every day, so it must have been a nightmare for him, which is all the more reason why I respect his hard work in the Department of Cinema. So there it is, Earth versus the Flying Saucers, and one I have seen. I do have an Emir figure around the place, it's just that I don't know, I think I lost it. I don't know where it is. I have another one on the way. This is 20 Million Miles to Earth, also colorized. It's the 50th anniversary edition. Yeah, of course. So this one's pretty good. I reviewed this before, so I'm not going to review it again. If you want me to talk about it, just, go on my YouTube channel, look up 20 Million Miles to Earth. I did for Alien and Alien Week in general. Let me see if I can open that up. There it is, 20 Million Miles to Earth. Interesting trivia, this guy used to really, really scare me, but then when I saw the movie again, he was just a cute little misunderstood alien. The elephant scene was pretty cool. The whole scenery of this movie was pretty cool. It looks beautiful. So there it is. The book about Ray Harryhausen. This is written by Ray Harryhausen himself, and it even has a foreword from Peter Jackson himself. Yes, even famous directors regard Ray Harryhausen as a legend. George Lucas, Ray Bradbury, Kermit the Frog, Nick Park. I don't have a lot of room, Sally, to work with because I don't want to destroy my little studio diorama, whatever, over here. So what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can get the pill out of the way. Yeah, it's basically artwork and sketches, commentary by him. The artwork in here is wonderful. early concept designs. It's really long too. There we've got Sinbad. How you make a model, the steps you go through. It's not just like you make the model. You have to do some concept art. You have to do some illustrations, storyboards, and then make the model. It's well written too. So this is the ultimate Ray Harryhausen book. Even it has a lot of stuff that not even the Ray Harryhausen Chronicles mentioned. There's Jason the Argonauts, which I reviewed for my film study class. So I'll flip some uncompleted work he did. This is a good book. I would definitely recommend checking it out. And finally, here's my diorama. Now, this is all based on the animatronic Spinosaurus that I got from eBay. I haven't been to eBay for a while, but there are like versions of the Spinosaurus that will go on, say, Amazon for about $200. Some will go for as high as $300, but I snagged him for $80 with shipping included. He's a nice figure, though. Don't get him confused with, let me see, the React Attack Spinosaurus there. That React Attack Spinosaurus is, I don't know if it's a more famous toy, but it's usually the definitive Jurassic Park 3 toy that you would think about. Probably a definitive Jurassic Park toy in general when you consider how heavily marketed Jurassic Park 3 was. Now this Spinosaurus, sadly, the animatronics don't work. Like a lot of these Jurassic Park toys really weren't made to stand the test of time. But you still can sometimes get him to make noises, usually by luck. He has a button on the JP3 logo, whoops, in his React Attack rib, and 2 on his neck. Sometimes you have to move his head. But even that doesn't happen. Though he has a cool his head is supposed to move and go up and down like this, and he's supposed to roar. Let's see. That way, his head is supposed to move up and roar like this, but sadly it doesn't anymore. And on the bed, let's see. Let me put him on the book. So sadly that doesn't work, but he still has a few cool features. Like he's posable for one. You can actually move his hands up and down. I can't even actually say that a lot of Jurassic Park toys in general had this. Even going back to like 1993 or 1994 with the original toy line, a lot of them didn't have the option to even simply just move a leg. But you can do that in this one. Also, the paint job is exquisite on this one. He also looks really cool with the scars here and the exposed rib cage. And the frill, while a little bit too small, is nice. I also enjoy his tail. And, oh, he's big too, trust me. He is really big. He gives the Inhumanoid toys a run for their size, but he can, if you move his tail, he'll move his head, so he's straying his prey. On the backside, there's not a lot of stuff new, except he has 2 scars on the neck and no scars on his other side. Interesting thing, as a fan of Jurassic Park 3, I thought the movie was good. Like, it was just good. Nothing more, nothing less. I thought it was better than The Lost World Jurassic Park. But, for those of you who don't know, a lot of Jurassic Park fans are really ticked off that he killed the T-Rex, the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3, who was considered to be the mascot of Jurassic Park for the first 2 movies, The Lost World and Jurassic Park 1. But personally, I didn't really mind because it's nice, because Tyrannosaurus Rex has been in plenty of movies before, even going back to Jurassic Park film, even going back to the original, even before the original Jurassic Park. So I really don't mind T-Rex being sacrificed because of one movie. I really actually kind of like the fact that the new main theropod is something different. And in regards to that T-Rex is the main mascot, well, it's called Jurassic Park, and I don't think if it was for the poster he could be labeled a mascot. Does T-Rex have some famous scenes in the original Jurassic Park? Yes. But do other dinosaurs in the original Jurassic Park have famous scenes? Yes. Brachiosaurus, Velociraptor, Dilophosaurus. If it wasn't for the poster, I couldn't even safely say that T-Rex was the mascot. Yes, he's cool, but there are plenty of other dinosaurs in the movie who have just as much screen time as he does, if not more. Plus, by the way, my philosophy on dinosaurs is the weirder the better. So Spinosaurus, I think, just flat out looks cooler. He looks more like something out of a nightmare with that long frill, long, bony, really creepy arms, and a very, very serious snout, very long, and his eyes are so green. Creepy when I look at it from that angle, when he has that little slither of black in there. So yeah, also because of Jurassic Park 3, I think he's the most hated dinosaur in all of cinema, unfortunately. You know, a lot of people label him as weak and stupid looking and all that stuff. Personally, he's my favorite dinosaur, and in Jurassic Park 4, I hope he makes a comeback, though sadly because of the hate, that's probably not going to happen. So I made this diorama in dedication of Ray Harryhausen because it's, whoa. Let me see if I can move it. Dang it. Okay, let me put the guy back in. Sorry, enjoy the blackness. It's hard to do it on a soft bed. So yeah, I made this in dedication of... Whoa, shoot. Come on, you stupid thing, stay up. Well, I'm going to do it like this. I made this in dedication of Ray Harryhausen because it was all made by hand, you know. Well, technically CGI is also made by hand, but this was all made by what was directly in front of me, what I could touch, what I could feel, what I could work with. And, whoa, he won't even stand up like this. What's going on with him? There we go. So yeah, this entire jungle was made by paper. There's also some cardboard stilts in the back to hold it up, and there was a lot of tape used in order to prevent paper from curling. I even made a little rusted sign that you can't see through. It's basically a Jurassic Park sign to tell you where you're going. You know, the "Where are you here" signs at the zoo, except it's rusted and crumpled from time. This is on Isla Sorna. I made some rafters to put in the jungle trees and even made some vines. Oh god, my voice is dry after doing this. And the jungle, I did Microsoft PowerPoint by taking each sections and printing them out in different sections so that when I tape it all together, it's all the same picture except bigger. And I got this Playmobil from the toy store. In fact, that's what the guy is in there. He's a little Playmobil with a stop sign and cones. This whole thing is actually an idea I have for Jurassic Park 4, but I'm not going to be the one making the movie. I got the bushes, everything from online, so I think it's an overall cool jungle set. Now, let me see if I can get it on the ground. Maybe Spinosaurus will be able to stay up. Whoa. There we go. So yeah, there he is. Time when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Let me see if I can get a shot without anything in the background. Yeah, it looks like you're in the jungle. The trees hide the stilts used to keep the roof off. The roof on top, by the way. It prevents it from falling down. There's some vines. So yeah, that's my update for all of you, and I'm making the Godzilla Unleashed requests. I'm making the Godzilla request intros as of now. We all got some new windows, so I'll be back, and I'll see you all later. Bye.